So for any of you guys that have followed the channel long enough will know that I really enjoy filming with vintage lenses. I find for a lot of projects that I do, they kind of have this extra characteristic and they bring something else to the table. They offer something else as opposed to a modern lens which is very sharp. On my Zcam S6, I run only old school manual vintage lenses. I got a DZO Pictor, what is it, 1820 to 55 or something, 2.8. Wicked lens, also quite a kind of like vintagey look to it. Got some nice halations and blooming, some flaring. It's not totally sharp. Actually, the flaring on the DZO is magnificent because it's a parfocal zoom lens. You get those classic rings. Anyway, let's talk about that lens. On here today, we've got the Yashica 35 2.8, the Legend they call it. Not sure it's quite legendary, but it's definitely a good lens for 150 bucks. I only use these, manual focus, beautiful image, but they are all EF mount for me. I haven't converted them to Sony. After I bought my Sony FX30, I got kind of comfortable again with using some autofocus. You know, I got a Sony A7 III that got me kind of started into videography a few years ago. And with this, I used autofocus. Since going to the Zcam, I sacrificed autofocus for the image quality that this sensor has because it is phenomenal. But sometimes you need autofocus. When you have to have autofocus, you need modern lenses. When you have modern lenses, you lose that kind of characteristic that you sometimes want or need or desire from vintage lenses. So we have like mist filters, and they kind of replicate this old school look on modern lenses. There's a lot of them about. A lot of them are pretty expensive. I kind of delayed buying one for a long time. Sorry, this is really heavy. I'm gonna put it down. I delayed buying one for a long time because they're expensive, and I thought if I want vintage, I use vintage. If I need modern, I use modern. But things like when I go on holiday, I want to take the Sony with me, not the Zcam. Obviously, look at the size of that thing compared to the Sony FX30 with this Sigma 18 to 50 on, for example. Tiny lens, really good, really sharp, like a really great lens, but very clinically sharp and very clinically modern, shall we say. So I bought myself a K&F Concept, a Nano-X black diffusion filter. And this is like most K&F stuff, a somewhat sort of budget, but in reality, not budget, just in price, not in quality, filter. So first thing we're gonna do is screw it on right now. Before we look at any test footage I've done with it, we're gonna put it onto this light. That's why this light's sat here. Obviously it looks awesome, but we're not getting any halation from this. We can see like, my face is like de-contrasting the tiniest bit. If I put a vintage lens on here, I'd be like a silhouette right now, and I do that and you see me, and I'm gone, and you see me, and I'm gone. So this obviously isn't gonna do that so much, but let's put it on. I'll just step back, and we're gonna see, we're getting, it's definitely decontrasting a little bit, but we're getting this like lovely halation and blooming that we can see from this light. We're gonna go back to back now a few times, and you can see the difference. So it's quite noticeable what this does. This is the, I think the 1/4. Yeah, this is the 1/4. They do a 1/8, a 1/4. I'm not sure they do a 1/2 to be honest, but like I wanted this filter to be noticeable when it's on. So I've used this on a few projects. One of them was on holiday with my girlfriend. We just filmed some sort of yoga adverts for her yoga school. And it was sunrise and the sun's coming over the mountain. And I was like, this is the perfect time to shoot into the sun, like into this light, and use this filter. So let's take a look and tell me what you think of the footage. As you can see, I'm super happy with that footage. It's beautiful. Without that filter, you wouldn't get that sort of blooming and kind of soft focus, almost a little sort of hazy in the morning. It wasn't hazy at all, a little bit maybe, but I'm really happy with this filter. This is an unpaid ad. I bought this filter myself on Amazon Prime Day here in Germany a few months ago. think it was $37.99, 82mm. I thought, like, if I don't like it, I'll send it back. It's Amazon, yada yada, it's super easy. Turns out it's amazing and I love it. The way these diffusion filters work, I'm sure you're aware of it, they have like a slight sort of mist spray kind of speckly effect, like on essentially a UV filter, and that diffracts the light as it comes through and reduces image quality, which results in stuff like this, blooming and salation we're getting right here. So I have no filter to compare this to because I haven't used any other diffusion mist, black mist, whatever kind of filters before, so I have no affiliation with KNF at all. There is affiliate links, my personal ones, in the description below. If you'd like to buy one, you can buy it from Amazon DE, Amazon US. They're both affiliate links, and they chuck me a couple of cents for every time you buy one. Hope you like the filter. Hope you liked the video. I'm really happy with it. I think it looks amazing. Like I said, it brings that vintagey look into a modern lens, and for me, that's a perfect kind of autofocus situation or a travel situation when you can't be taking this with you when you go on holiday. I mean, it looks kind of small in the hand, but like, you hold that out for a few minutes, you feel it already. So yeah, I hope you liked the review, and we'll see you in the next video. Done, I do. I had already kind of finished. I've done it like 5 times just playing around.
Alright, pointing my camera at a light. Got the lens here in my hand. Let's put it over. Oh, you could already tell right there. It has with it on, without, and with it, without. Look at that nice little halation look. With it on, without, and with it on, without. This is going to be pretty awesome.